What is up, everybody? Welcome back to CMS2021, and I know this is going to be the last CMS video of this week. So today we're going to be building a very iconic car. Well, not really in a movie, but it's a hot hatch, I should say. The Ford Focus RS. Now, the game, I think it's pretty dang similar, but they have it named the Salim GW500. And they do have an RS version, which is what I'm actually going to try to find today. They say it makes some pretty decent horsepower. It's all-wheel drive, just like the GW5, just like the Ford Focus RS. And I think it does have a big-ass wing on the back of it, too. So that should be pretty fun. It's not going to sound as good as the Audi A4. That A4 sounded amazing, let me tell you that. It had a blow-off valve, and if you haven't seen that, you have to go check out the last video because that thing was one of the best sounding cars I've ever upgraded. Oh, now let's go and find this Ford Focus. So here we go. We got the Ford Focus RS, and at auctions they actually called this the Christmas car because of its mismatched body panels. This one's red, this one's green, and it's just red and green, which is very Christmas-like. Why are the suspension pieces all so freaking clean, dude? This is insane. The outside doesn't look too hot, though. And the engine? They ain't looking too bad either. But we're all about making big power here. We need all the best parts because if we have a slightly weaker part, like on the surface, it looks really good. But inside, there might be a vacuum leak. Or like the head gasket gets blown or something, and if we shove a ton of power at it, it's gonna explode the engine. Or it could already be partially blown and the outside just looks pretty good. I don't know. That's the stuff you gotta deal with when you're at the auctions. But I don't know. And yeah, and the suspension too, we gotta replace everything. Because if we throw a ton of power and the engine doesn't blow up, if it breaks an axle, that's also bad. Because it cannot transfer the power to the wheels effectively. It is all-wheel drive, so maybe a little bit better at it transferring power if one axle breaks, but if all of them are at the same conditions, they also all might be on the way out. So we gotta replace everything on the suspension as well. Let's remove the front bumper. Oh, it's from Slovakia. Ooh. We're gonna just remove every possible inch of this car just so we can replace everything and make it look 10 times better. We have anything on the side? No, we don't have side skirts. Okay. Inside. I mean, these are pretty good buckets. Holy shit, that thing's dead. I mean, that looks pretty good. It is an automatic. Why would you get an automatic? Ooh, I'm gonna get the black one just so we can match with the car. But we need a pretty good sports steering wheel. And you know my default steering wheel? That bad boy. Should we put a roof box on this thing? I think it'll look pretty cool with the roof box. Let's go with a roof box. Where's the roof box? Roof box! Oh, yes! That looks so fucking sick. Oh, man. Oh, wow. Let's get these body panels on so we can see how truly good this thing looks. Here we go. My God. Oh yeah, let me just remove all the parts that are subpar over here. Tail lights, the trunk, the bumper, the rear windshield. Doors. Wow, there's a lot of door options for that one. Holy shit. Window, the windscreen, bumper, the front right, hood, or shall I say the bonnet for my European friends. And now you can all say goodbye. Bam. It doesn't look too good yet because of the mismatched paint. Well, let's give it a little bit of a wash. Maybe we can reveal some of its beauty right back again with a little bit of some TLC, tender loving care. Okay, let's get this car wash going. Whoa! That revealed its true beauty over here. Look at this. I was expecting the green to be like a poop green, but no, it is like lime green neon. Like chrome lime green. I love this color. I absolutely love this color. Jelly, if you're watching this, this might be your car. Although it's kind of cheap, but it's looking really good. Let's use the welder and see if we can make it even more pretty. And make the color even pop out even more. I'm in love. Look at this car. Okay, you know what? Something that's gonna make this car even pop out even more is having all the body panels the same color. And this just looks the part. Okay. Honest question. How does this look chrome? Nah, I like this. Nah, I like this chrome. Do we have a livery? I can slightly see a tiny Salimer right here. And that's about it. Do we have another livery? Nah, the green is too dark. Green is too dark over here. Oh, now I can see it perfectly. Okay, let me see what was 3. Nothing. One is probably the most creative, it's just a hood. I have no idea what the difference between 4, 3, and 2 is. Oh, and it painted the ducktail. We're going with it. We have to alter the color a little bit so the design actually shows up, but it looks 10 times as good already, baby. It looks 10 times as fucking good. Let's see if the engine has some oil inside of her. I want to see if I could crank this bad boy up. Where the fuck is the dipstick? Who hides the fucking dipstick right here? It could take a little bit of oil. Alright, put some oil in there and let's see. Oh my god. Well, it kind of blew up and kicked me out of the car. Apparently when the engine explodes and you're inside the car, CMS will kick you out of the car. Because I think they haven't figured out how to shut off the car with you still inside of it. The engine blew up. I don't know what was going on, but the engine exploded. That's why you don't buy cars from the auction. Let me see if this thing cranks first, real quick. So, in the last clip, you heard the engine explode. Go boom. Then I went back in it to crank it. It started right up. And then now, when I try to start it, nothing. No response, just a click and that's it. The engine's not cranking anymore. I think we definitely blew up the engine. But what concerns me is that after the loud boom, which is where I thought the engine exploded, it was able to crank back up and run. I didn't leave it on running for long enough to figure out if there's anything that sounded weird. But blown up engines don't crank after they shut down or start. So it's either that. I don't know what happened. I think the engine tried to start when it's blown up, ran on 2 cylinders, and now just quit. I have no idea. But that was really, really strange. Which makes me think I didn't blow up the motor. Maybe I blew up the starter or something. I have no idea. But we're going to take the engine out. We're going to remove it. See if everything's okay. And see if we can see any anomalies. And then, we're not going to reuse this old engine anyway. So, if it blew up, it blew up. If it didn't blow up, fine. We'll shove it in the lawnmower. But we're going to be putting a special high-performance engine in this car. It's supposed to make 400 horsepower. I don't know how much this engine made stock. Let's check. 400. So it makes 400 stock. I'm thinking it should make 1,000. Hopefully. Crossing my fingers it makes it. But, yeah. This engine is toast. I think the engine's toast. But, so I'm not going to bore you guys with me trying to remove the engine. I am going to be right back once I put the new engine back in. So here we are. We have got the engine all upgraded. This is the final product. I actually didn't start a new engine. I just plopped the old engine on, took everything off, repaired everything, and then upgraded all the parts. So now this thing is looking beefy. Take it off. Install this. Voila! Wow. The one thing I don't get about it, right? Like, you know, on most modern engine, belt tensioners should be readily accessible, right? Now, on this one, there's a crankshaft pulley, a roller. You have to take all of these off, take the belts off, take the roller off, and the crankshaft pulley off. And the tensioner is underneath this cover. Now, the main question is, this belt is obviously tight on these. How in the fuck do you relieve the tension on this belt to remove it? There is no way. Unless you take the massive risk of reaching your ratchet bar, your long-ass ratchet bar, and loosening up this roller here. I don't see another way to do that. I don't. Well, let's see if we can get a transmission in here. I think it's a 4x4, I think. And then we got a starter here. I think just a normal starter. These inline 4s are pretty easy to crank over and start, so we don't get a super powerful starter that draws tons of current from the battery. And the starter you can access straight from the engine bay. You can literally just go sneak right behind the air filter box, just come at an angle here, and there's a starter right here. It's tucked behind the air filter though, but that's beyond the point. Now I'm going to go ahead and get all the engine peripherals done, get the suspension done, and get some new, fresh, good-looking reels on this car, and then we'll see how she starts. I'll be right back. So guys, we've got the Ford fixed up. Oh my god, it looks so good. Check this damn thing out. It looks absolutely stunning, bro. With the roof box, I cannot express how good this thing looks. Let's see if it sounds just as good as the Audi A4 Avant. It definitely doesn't sound as good as Audi A6 Avant, but it still does sound pretty good. And oh look, I stand corrected. It is a manual. But now let's take this thing to the drag. No, not the drag strip, but the dyno, and see how much power this thing truly is making. Let's go. Alright, the dyno, let's give the ECU and the transmission a bit of a change first. We're gonna have 9 gears, 227. Sounds about good. 312. You know, come on, 312, and you can slide back a little bit. There you go. And maybe hit that up to 50 miles an hour. ECU. Nine. Can we get 10? Nope. Not with this bank. Not with this one either. Not with that one. And not with this one. Well, I guess 9% is still pretty dang good. Let's see how it sounds on the dyno. $843. That ain't bad. I think for Ford Focus, I think that's pretty dang good. 800 horsepower. That is more than this tiny little hatchback. We did add the roof box, so it might be a tiny bit more drag on the racetrack or the drag strip, but it shouldn't be that much. It's got a more aerodynamic design. We even got a little pass-through underneath that goes straight out to the rear wing. That will keep the car planted on the ground. We'll see how that works in just a second here. But I think 843 is plenty enough for this car. Let's go to the racetrack. All right, racetrack. As always, I'm going to be quiet, do a lap, and then tell you what I thought about it afterwards. I mean, it's a Ford Focus. It's not really too much track-oriented. It's like a little hot hatch, but anyways, let's see how it does. Overall, this thing did amazing. I did kind of mess up on the last corner. But that was my mistake. I took the corner a little too quickly. But this thing does corner. It does have a lot of grip. It's very responsive. It's not exactly fast, but out of a little hot hatch that you can take on the street, this is all you would ever want. This is an AMG A45, like maybe even a little fast, but we'll test its true speed out at the drag strip. I'll be right back. So we're here at the drag strip. As always, I'm going to do the mile race, and then be quiet, and then tell you guys what I thought about it afterwards, and then do the quarter mile, do the same thing, and then wrap up the video. So here we go. This thing did absolutely amazing. It actually went through the entire thing. It launched super well and was able to keep up that top speed until like fifth or sixth gear, and then it started to slow down. But it's pretty quick for a little hot hatch like this. And a 4-cylinder making 850 horsepower? That's unheard of. So let's do the quarter and see what this thing can do. Or I can just jump the gun, and that's fine. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoy these kinds of videos, please leave a like down below. I know there's a lot of CMS videos out this week. This is probably the last one. I think next episode is going to be House Flipper. So stay tuned for that video. If you guys enjoyed these CMS videos, please leave a like down below, subscribe so I know that you like CMS videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Alright, we're going to just let the thing play out. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time.